Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Cyril. I'm from India and currently I'm a student here in Vasa, Finland. So I have noticed that many people have been asking me about the job situation here in Finland. So I decided I will just share my experience and what I've seen around me. So when I came last year, the situation was a little different to what it is right now. So when you come here as a student and you're looking for part-time jobs, we mainly have two options because of the language barrier. So the first option is the paper delivery that I have been working in for the past couple of months, and the second one is the housekeeping. But recently I've noticed that it has changed because of the number of students that are coming into Finland. So even these jobs have been very difficult to find now. Like I have heard people have been waiting for over 3 months without a job. So these are the two jobs that you start with usually, because if you're lucky you might also get in Hayes Burger or McDonald's. I've also seen like people getting jobs in their first month at Hayes Burger. So it's a lot depending on your luck. But this was my personal experience. When I came, I started with the paper delivery, and if you watch my recent video where I went for the McDonald's interview, so I finally heard from them and it was a good news. So for summer jobs I had applied everywhere, and one of them was McDonald's. So they called me for the interview and I got selected. So I start this summer. So yesterday was my last day for the paper delivery work, and I wanted to share my experience with the paper delivery work. So the job, if you saw my video where I showed you how the work is done, the job is not that difficult, but the two things that makes it very challenging is the first, especially in December, November and January, when the temperature is really harsh, it's very difficult to work outdoors. So that's one of the biggest difficulties that I faced. And the second one was waking up every single day. Like you have 6 days at a stretch you have to work. So 6 days you have to wake up at around 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock, depending on how you're planning on doing it. I personally would wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and start out, and the soonest I would the earliest I would finish was 5 o'clock. So that was 3 hours every day almost that I have to wake up and go for that work. So it really affects your sleep cycle. So finally I got done with the job because I got into McDonald's, and I also had this other job that I am still continuing to do. In fact, today I'm going there for another shift that they called me for. So by the way, today is Easter. I don't know when I'll be uploading this video, but since today is Easter, they have a celebration there. So they have quite a lot of reservations and customers coming in. So they called us for that reservation. So that's where I'm headed. First I have to go and fill up some petrol, and then I'll start off on my job. And this other job is like I'm working as a kitchen assistant. So they give me hours depending on their requirement. It's not a regular job. So these were the two jobs that I could find when I came. And a tip for people looking for jobs or people who have already arrived in Finland, my personal experience, what I would do is I would go to all the stores physically. I would go up to them and ask them if they have any hirings coming up, or if they have an email that I could forward my CV to. And most of them would usually give me their email ID. So that's how I would send them their CVs, because what I have noticed with the online applications, it was mostly negative. But at least through these physical visits, I could have an interaction with them and talk to them. So somewhere I felt like this was a better way of applying. But so these are some things that I did, and then finally the McDonald's clicked. So now for people that are asking about other cities like Helsinki and Tampere, from what I've heard, this job situation is way better over there, because Vasa is a very small city. The jobs are more limited, and cities like Vasa, Helsinki and Tampere, they have better jobs and more opportunities there. But also, if you're planning on staying in a city like Helsinki or Tampere, your expenses will automatically go up because it's close to the center. Their expenses are more, but that's another topic. So this was my experience, and I just wanted to share this with everyone because many people have been asking me about the job situation, And I personally, when I was planning on moving here, this was something I wanted to know about, but there weren't many videos about cities like Vasa. There were some people making videos for Helsinki and Tampere, but this is the current situation in Vasa. It's very difficult. It's not that easy to find a job, but the good side about staying in a city like Vasa, staying and studying in a city like Vasa, is that in case it's very difficult to find a job, but once you find one job, it's very easy to manage your expenses after that. And especially if you're coming with a spouse, your spouse can work full-time, so they are given more opportunities. Like I've noticed people with whose spouse have applied, they got jobs very easily because they can work full-time. So that's what the employers are looking for. So if you're coming to a city like Vasa or Seinäjoki or other small cities, finding a job will be difficult at first, but once you find a job, it's very easy to manage your expenses because it's very cheap to live here. Like I have made a video already about the expenses you have in cities like Vasa and so on. So if you want to check that out, I will link that. So now first I will fill up my petrol and then I will head out for my other job where I have a shift today. So I'll go there and then maybe I'll continue the video there. Let's go. So I have finally reached my other workplace. This is Kolkinkartano. It's 20 kilometers from the center. So now, since the weather is better, they also have outside, and this is the backyard. So this is the backside, and here they have set up for the evening. You can see this is the menu and the food will be served here, and this is the background. And that over there will be the bonfire. So I finally finished here. Now I will go to the station because my wife is coming in today. So after that we also have to go for the Easter Mass, which is at 10 o'clock. And over here it was quite busy today because of the Easter bonfire. Many people came for that. So now I'll quickly go and pick her up and then we'll go for the Mass.